Hey y'all, it's your girl Adoriasia, and I'm back with another video. And today, we're gonna be talking about where the hell I've been and what the hell I've been going through. Because it's been rough. I've been MIA from YouTube for the past 3 weeks. And yeah, been going through a lot. So I'm gonna talk through what we've been going through, what I've been going through, talk through, how I've been feeling and things like that, and where I'm headed, where I'm going, what I'm focused on, and all of those great things. All right, so first things first, I gotta get comfy. We chilling right now. We chilling, we talking, we chilling right now. So first things first, peep the hair. A little micro lock update, if you will. That's cute, ain't it? Anyways, let's see. The last time I posted a video, I don't even remember what my last video was. Oh, my last video was my lock count. So it was hair related. So since then, right? Hold on. Let me get the timeline for y'all. So August 11th was the last time I posted a video, and 2 days after was my son's second birthday. He turned the big 2. So that was August 13th. The day after, I believe, the Monday, I got a phone call from my mom saying that my grandfather, her dad, was not doing well at all, and that they were moving him to hospice. Okay. He lived in Amsterdam. Yeah, so I got that phone call, which was a really emotional moment for me, because it's one of those things where I won't even know, was it completely out of left field? I mean, he's been sick for a long while now. He'd had multiple strokes, and, I was caught off guard by it because of the nature of the situation. I didn't even know, he was in the hospital. And so that's how I was caught off guard. But yeah, so I found out on the 14th that he was going to hospice, and time was rolling down. So my mother and I, we were planning to fly there as soon as possible, and I was going to take my son with me so he can at least see him and meet him in person, because he only ever spoke to him, via video call. And yeah, that was the plan, to go see him, book a flight, go see him, spend time with him before Tuesday night. Yeah, Tuesday night, I believe. Tuesday night is when my mom called me to tell me that he passed, which would be Wednesday morning, Amsterdam time. But so we didn't even get a chance to even book the flight yet. Ugh. It's still kind of fresh, right? Hasn't been a month yet. But yeah, he passed away. And we continued with booking our flight. It was my mom, my son, and me. We all flew out there, and we stayed for about a week. We were there for the funeral, and just all the family got together to support each other. But I don't deal with loss often, and anytime it happens, it's really hard. I've only dealt with about 1, 2, 3, 4 losses prior to this in my whole almost 30 years of living that were of people who were a part of my life. And they were very far in between each other, right? They were years apart. And so it's not something that happens to me constantly. And I'm very grateful for that, because I do know people who they experience loss very frequently, and my heart goes out to them, because it's tough. But one of the things that really got me emotional during this was the fact that I held guilt in my heart or within me because did not I did not reach out as much as I should have. Not even nearly as much as I should have. Whenever we spoke, it was him calling me. He was one of those grandparents that never missed a birthday, never missed a holiday, like sends you card every single time. So every year, Christmas, my birthday, my son's birthday, Mother's Day for me. He never missed an important occasion. That the day that my mom had called me and told me that he wasn't doing well, Royce's birthday card from him came in the mail. So in that card, his handwriting's in there. It's like one of the last things he sent for me and my family. I didn't even get to thank him for it. This is not supposed to be a crying video. I am processing emotions still, right? And processing the fact that I have regrets. Even in the moments, even in his final moments, like, I asked myself, even when my mom told me, he wasn't doing well, you know, she said that he wasn't talking and things like that. But even in those moments, like, why didn't I just pick up the phone and call him? Why was I stuck? Why? I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I don't even know. Even when my mom said, you know, she called him, whatever, I don't know why it didn't cross my mind to call him. Like, even in the final moments, I still didn't call him. And it's not like I had a reason not to. It's not like I had a reason not to. And those are questions and things that I feel like I will battle for a very long time, and things that I won't ever have the answer to. It's super hard when you feel like you let somebody down, or you feel like, you know, you could have done better, and now they're not even here. You can't even make up for it because they're not here anymore. I guess the lesson is, if you have somebody and you care about them, keep in touch, keep in contact. If it's like a case where they're on the other side of the world, obviously seeing each other in person may not be logistically feasible to do frequently, right? But keep in touch, call them, video call. We have all this technology now that makes us feel closer even when we're so far apart. And just do what you can to make people feel loved by you. Because it matters. It matters. Especially the older people in our lives, right? When you get older, I find, you know, in interacting with my grandparents, that they seem to get a little lonelier. And all they want is just somebody to talk to. They don't ask for much. They just want somebody to talk to. And it doesn't have to be a big old conversation. Just call to say hi. Just call to say hi. How are you doing? How are you doing today? You know, nothing. It's not hard. So it's been tough for me. And then when I came back and I was talking about it with one of my friends, I basically was like asking myself, why am I so emotional? Other than the fact that, you know, he's no longer here. And it's the guilt. But the guilt is also from a selfish place, right? Because you feel bad about what you didn't do, and now you can't make it up to that person. And it's just one of those things where I feel like I have to accept my errors. I have to accept my poor decisions in that relationship and just hope that he'll forgive me and find solace in the fact that we'll meet again, right? But it's hard. If you have those people in your life, reach out to them, call them. Don't end up like me. And I'm gonna try my hardest not to end up in this situation again, because the people that I care about, I want them to know that I care about them. I don't want there to be a question or for them to feel like I don't care. That was my lesson from that. Give me a second, hold on. All right, I still look like Rudolph, but the eyes are dry at least. But yeah, call the people you care about. Make sure that they know. Make sure they know that you're thinking about them and that they matter to you. And there's no question about that. Especially the older people in your life, because they just want somebody to talk to. Okay, so after we were in Amsterdam for a week. So that first week when I found out that he passed, obviously I wasn't making a YouTube video then, right? I was not in the mood for anything. I was going through the motions, like, whoo, every second I had to myself, or every second I was alone, I was crying. Like, it was bad. Then the week after, I was in Amsterdam. I just wanted to spend time with my family. That, you know, family that you don't see, family that you've never seen, that you've never met before. And so we were just spending time enjoying ourselves. So that was week 2. And then I came back. And then last week was week 3, right? Week 3, was I planning on doing a video last week? I don't even know, because I was still out of it. But Thursday of last week, I don't even know how to say this without, you know, putting too much information out there. But let's just say that someone I really care about got robbed while working and in Chicago. They made it out fine. Well, physically fine. I don't know about mentally, because that is pretty scary. But in my head, it's like, okay, they're okay, yes. But in that city, in that environment, they could have been dead. They could have been killed. And that's the reality of it, right? That could have been a really possible outcome of that situation. And trying to come to terms with that fact, or after that it all happened, and that possible scenario is looming in your mind, it's like, wow, I really could have gotten a call that was like, I'm sorry, but blah blah blah. It's one of those instances where you have to be grateful for making it out alive, right? Grateful for getting a chance to do something different, so the likelihood of something like that happening again is lessened, right? Needless to say, I'm not gonna go too far into that situation, but needless to say, it's been a very tough past 3 weeks. High emotions, heavy situations, heavy subject matter. As those things, I don't want to say die down, but as those things, you know, I guess, yeah, affect me less and less on a day-to-day basis, I also have been putting my focus where I need it to be in order to grow this little empire of mine, right? So with that being said, what's today's date? Today's the 7th. My son started daycare / preschool 2 days ago. It's his first time being somewhere without me, and it's been a rough 3 days, okay? It's been a lot of crying on drop off and pickup. But we're gonna get through it. Hopefully it doesn't last for too long, and I just hope that he grows to love the school. So that's also been something that is very emotional for me as well, because it's like I've been sharing the past 2 years of my life with this kid, and he's been sharing his whole life with me, and just to be apart from him, like, on a regular day, it's just like, ooh, this is weird. But with that being said, I have more time to focus on the things that I need to focus on to make life a little better, you know? I was also getting on that timing where I feel like I wasn't able to provide the things that he needed for his development. Like, not just physically provide, but like mentally. Like, I didn't have the mental capacity to even be like, hey, Pop, let's go do this. Let's go, you know. And it's been like sensory overload, mental overload, decision-making overload. And this is one of those, and this is also one of those things where it's like, you're afraid to drop them off because of the crazy ass country we live in now. You don't know what could happen, but oh God. And as I'm saying that, his school calls. Hi.
Hi, so no emergency.
Okay.
I hear your voice like, what happened?
All right, my baby's okay. So yeah, my baby's okay. I got scared just now. I was like, oh my God, what's happening? Okay, see. Woo! What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I'm in this position where it's like, I can't provide for him how I know he deserves and needs to be provided for, just for the simple fact that my mind be on 1,000 all the time, and it's just like, I can barely figure out basic stuff sometimes, and I'm responsible for the development of this child. Good. If I'm responsible, I'm gonna do the responsible thing, put him in daycare so that the professionals can take care of him and provide the things that he needs. And me being real and very honest with myself as a parent, and saying and admitting that that is not something that I am able to take on right now, right? I have to put my focus in other places so that we can live comfortably. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I am doing, right? So with all this, now I wouldn't say free time, now with all this free mental space, I can put that energy into growing my businesses, growing my brand, and doing all the things that I love to do. And that has been something that has been bringing me a lot of joy lately. So I'm very, 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 very happy to be back here on YouTube. And yeah, that's all I had to speak about today. Thank you to anybody who's listening. If this resonates with you, share it with a friend. I appreciate you. Leave a comment down below if it resonates with you. I don't really have much else to say, but thank you. I'll talk to you later.